Okay, so PTTP is still here in Lincolnshire, I think. And we're now down at Newark and Sherwood District Council at Castle House. And yeah, there's a job centre pass in here. So we're going to have a little look around the council building, which is obviously open to the public. And also the job centre. It's a huge building. Looks quite modern. Fairly newly built, the looks of it. They have a defibrillator over there. But yeah, so here we have Newark and Sherwood District Council, Arkwood Developments Limited, Change, Grow, Live, Citizens Advice Sherwood and Newark, Department for Work and Pensions, National Probation Service, Nottinghamshire Healthcare and Nottinghamshire County Council. So we're actually not in Lincolnshire anymore, we are in Nottinghamshire. Oh. That's a push one. It might have been automatic. So, no food or drink, please be polite. Save time and do it online. Interesting little building. Yeah, where's the DWP section?
Oh, yeah.
That's just there, brilliant, thank you. Oh yeah, all the information's here. Useful links, apprenticeships explained. Why do an apprenticeship? 50 plus choices. Yeah, this is all about different apprenticeships and how they're available. And they've got a cost of living zone with support for customers with disabilities, cost of living payments for energy bills, food banks, money advice service, money helper, winter fuel payments. Got more information there. Closing date. Interesting. We've got a few more bits and pieces up here as well. We are here to help. So they can help you with clothes for an interview, childcare costs, travel to a new job, renewal of expired certificates, travel to interview expenses. Loads of stuff. How you doing? You alright?
Yeah.
Not too bad, not too bad. Not just interview rooms. Is that all the posters? Is it just there?
Yeah, mate, yeah.
That's pretty much it. There's not a lot here, is there? Is this like mainly like appointments only? Is it like people? Is it
Yeah, we
like-
have a drop-in system as well.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. So you don't get like, are those computers there for like the DWP or are they council?
They're both.
They're both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're both, yeah.
So it's like common computer
Yeah.
for the building and that.
Yeah.
Ah, interesting. Yeah, so other job centres now obviously they have specific ones, even ones I've been to in council buildings and that. But yeah, cool. Cheers.
No worries, mate.
You guys are much better than your buddies over in Lincoln.
Oh.
Went over there, man. They kicked off big time, just for walking around having a look. But, oh, exactly. That's it. You know, it's all open to the public, isn't it? How new is this building? Do you know? Because it looks quite modern.
Not sure. I think it's about 2017, I think.
That's about what's like 5-6 years.
Yeah, something like that.
That's not too bad. Pretty new. Yes, and they've got what looks like appointment services and that down there, little waiting area with things for feeds and that for kids and that to play with while people have an appointment. But we do a drop-in session 4 till 5 Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday at Christchurch Community Hall, which is pretty good. Yeah. That's it. I don't think there's much more to see around the area, really. So, I don't think you can access anywhere else, any of the other sections. As always, you know, they've got the issues of the way people are sat next to each other in appointments. Same round there. Obviously, it's not busy enough to matter right at this moment, but if they're having a particularly busy spell, you know, people having an appointments next to each other, then yeah, it wouldn't be so great. But there we go. Alright, gonna head on over to the police station, and I also saw British Sugar down the road. I might go have a check out British Sugar. I don't usually do businesses and things like that, but I thought that was a really interesting one. But you know, I don't tend to. Oh, it's the train station next door. Yeah, so I might go check out British Sugar at the end, and then I think that'll wrap me up for the day. And yeah, I'll pick back up with you at the police station. Okay, so having wrapped up at the council and job centre here in Newark, it was a very fleeting visit because they had absolutely no issues with me walking in, recording, taking pictures of pretty much everything that I could see. Yeah, so no issues there, fantastic. Very, very different to the response in Lincoln. But yeah, now we're over at Nottinghamshire Police, Newark Police Station. We're going to come have a look around here. So obviously they've got their vehicle gates and that up here. It appears that they only have one marked van. That you can see, which is that one there. And then they do have a few cars over there, but there's like 3 layers of fence, so there's no way I'm getting a clear shot of that unless I go all the way up to that vehicle gate up there, which is just going to be a nightmare. Yeah, they've got 3 marked units there. Interestingly, they've got the small little car there without the lights, no sirens, So that one's just a transport car. So obviously without the lights and sirens, that won't be able to respond on emergency and break all the traffic laws. So I've seen those around in Nottingham before. So we've got 3 constables about to come out. Looks like in a marked unit. Make a nice little shot. Hopefully they'll be coming out on a blue light run. Oh, our blonde one is not happy at all. Oh, 4th constable joining them. Is he going out in a different run? Oh yeah, he's going out in a different vehicle, but so 2 different vehicles. Okay, 4 of them in 2 different vehicles. Okay. Well, obviously security is not of a high concern for them because they just drove off and left the gates wide open. So yeah, potentially, if somebody were here for nefarious reason, they could easily have run into the yard then. I don't know what's going on down there, but whoever that is doesn't sound happy. Doesn't sound happy at all. It looks like they've got him on the floor, like they're looking down, talking to him. He's obviously screaming in pain and distress a second ago. So I can't see what's going on because the car is in the way. But the way that they're looking down at the ground, I would say they've definitely got him on the ground over there. Move out the way of the gates. might have to cut the volume there because that car was playing music. We'll see what YouTube says when I upload it. So looks like they've brought him here, whoever it was, put him in the back of the van, and they'll be transferring him to some sort of custody suite or something, I assume. Whoever it was. Very, very much sounded in distress. We've got 2 more constables and a PCSO come out as well. Don't know if the camera's picking that up, but he is kicking the inside of that van. Absolutely hammering it. Nice little comeback. What was the reg on that car? Foxtrot Golf 56 Romeo Violet Papa. Well, no problem, mate. I'm in public. If I was that bothered, I'd be covering my face. I'm all on your cameras anyway. But I will be accessing that footage. What's your collar number there? What's your collar number so I can access that footage as a data handler? Pardon? Yeah, what's your collar number? Because I need to access that footage that you've just taken of me. Right. What's your collar number? Right. Prick. So the time is 15:20 and the date is the 25th of May, just so I can reference back to that vehicle when I make a subject access request. There you go. So, taking that chap off to some sort of custody centre, I would assume. Or perhaps the hospital. They really weren't happy about being filmed though. They're obviously under strict instruction to ignore, but they weren't happy about that at all. You know, the looks kept getting, and that guy that just came out, a little ginger whistle. Sorry, that's mean. I got nothing against redheads. Got a unmarked vehicle. Kilo. Oh. Wait for the gates to finish opening. Kilo Whiskey 69 Foxtrot November. And then security obviously isn't their top concern because they just keep driving off without waiting for the gates to close. But yeah, sounds like that that lad was having a bit of a rough time with that arrest. He was not having a good time at all. Yeah. As I said, I just needed to get a collar number for a constable that I've got on it.
Yeah, are you recording?
Yeah.
Okay, are you
Just,
to stop recording?
I just need to make a record that I've made this request.
I've got a contact record on and give you that number to say that you've been in.
No, but I need my own video graphics. So I've tried this before, and Peter gets disappeared.
Recording here, though, I'm afraid. There
Pardon?
is a sign just up there.
It's a request, isn't it? Like again, but I'm recording evidence that I'm making a formal request to you.
Personal data behind the counter, that's why. So we don't want.
Yeah, but I shouldn't be. My camera can't see it because obviously you would keep it hidden and protect it, wouldn't you?
We don't know that, and we can't take the chance, unfortunately.
But then you don't know that I can't see it, and that's a data breach in of itself.
If you use the yellow phone outside.
Because I can't show them the footage to show who the collar number that I need. That's all I need is this constable's collar number.
I can't give you the collar number if you're recording, unfortunately.
So you can't give service because I'm exercising a right.
It's not a right. We've asked you to stop filming. That's all.
It's called Article 10 Human Rights.
Yeah, but
Freedom of
we've asked you to
expression.
stop recording because of the Data Protection Act. That's all. So if
Yeah,
you
but again,
record, that's fine.
but again.
I can't give you the information.
So and you are sorry, so I can make a complaint.
You're welcome to make a complaint on the website.
And do you have a collar number or an epaulette number or something? No. Sorry, I'll just get a nice picture of your face so I can make a complaint. So that's the state of Nottinghamshire Police. Constables that refuse to identify and receptionists that refuse to give service. Absolutely disgusting behaviour. What a disgrace. What information can I see from here then? Oh, what's that? Lots of stuff up on the notice board. It's like useful on something. I can't even read what that second word says.
Counter, people are giving over private information on my colleague. She's taking private details over the phone, so you can't be filming here. We have got this up saying don't film in the front counter.
Right.
Now, if you want to go outside and you want to film into the counter, by all means do so.
Okay.
But please don't film in here.
Well, do you not think... Okay, so imagine this, right? This scenario. I understand what you're saying. Now imagine this. I'm stood here without my camera, and she's still taking those personal details over the phone. Hang on, can you let me finish? Can you let me finish? Don't be rude. Now, as I was saying, if I were here without the camera and she were taking those personal details over the phone, and I hear those personal details, that's already a data breach. The recording is evidence of that. So what you're saying is you don't want people recording evidence of you breaking GDPR and DPA.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Well, it is.
No, it's not.
Well,
It's
it
not
is.
what I'm saying at all.
Well,
No,
absolutely it is.
No, what I'm saying is we don't want you recording people's personal information on your personal device, which you can then go
But
on.
then from a public place, I shouldn't be able to see or hear.
Let me finish. That you can then go off and use that personal information to commit potential offences because you've got it recorded on your phone now. So what we're asking is that you don't film
Okay.
my colleague is taking details in the front counter.
She's not taking details. All I came here because all I asked her was that I need a collar number of a constable that I have a picture of on my phone, and that's all I wanted
Why
from
do you
her.
need their collar number?
To make a subject access request for footage that they took on their
Oh,
phone.
of course, yes, certainly. You would need to actually submit that as a freedom of information request to Nottinghamshire Police.
But again, I don't know who the constable is.
No, that's fine.
But
They
then-
will guide you through the whole process.
Oh, so what's the process?
The process will be that you contact the actual Nottinghamshire Police headquarters, Sherwood Lodge, and you'd say you'd like a freedom of information request, and they will be able to talk you through the exact process that way.
Okay, do you have an email address for that?
It's on the internet.
You're obliged under GDPR to provide me with that in person if I want, or I can make the subject desk. I can make the freedom of information request in person. I don't have to do that online. I'm more than entitled to do that in person. So there you go. I'm here doing that in person.
It's specifically pertaining
Right.
to you, not pertaining.
No,
to
that's a subject access request, and a freedom of information request is a different thing.
We don't deal with freedom of information requests. That has to go to HQ.
No, it doesn't. You can make those in person as well.
No, I can't deal with freedom of information requests because that has to.
But you can, because how it works is you take the
We
details
are
and you
trained
pass it
to
on.
deal with freedom of information request. That has to go through HQ.
So what if I don't have online access? What if I don't live local to pop up to Sherwood?
Then I would recommend you go to your local library, which will have internet access, and they will be able to do that for you.
And local libraries are free to access internet.
So you're going to deny me service because I want to make it in person?
You've been advised that the appropriate method of contacting National Insurance.
Well, it's not, because I know for a fact that you're entitled to make FOIA requests in person over a counter.
Freedom of information requests.
You take the details and you pass it on. That's how it works. I've done it before. This isn't my first rodeo.
So we can
Sorry, who am I speaking to?
Pardon?
Who am I speaking to?
PC ties
And your collar number?
4026.
And you are?
PCSO Antium
And your collar number?
4510.
4510.
So if you want to provide your details,
So,
are you willing to provide your details?
if you're going to take the freedom of information request,
I can't take the freedom of information.
so what do you want my
request,
details
but
for
I can
then?
pass them on to the freedom of information request team.
So that's exactly how it works. That's what I'm saying.
No,
you can take a
because
freedom of
it's-
information
no,
request because you
I'll
take.
deal with it. I'll be your middle.
No. I'm not saying that. But you take the details of what I'm asking for. You take my details. You pass them on, and then they get back in touch with me with the freedom of information request. That's how you do it over the
You don't
counter.
have to give me your details. You can do a direct request.
What do you mean a direct request?
As in, you contact Nottingham Police HQ and do a direct request.
So either way, you're not going to take the request that I want. All you're going to take is my details for them to get in touch with me.
If you don't pass me your details, you can go to Nottingham Police HQ and make that request yourself.
Well, I can just do that now anyway. But why can't I do that here?
Because I won't be passing you any information, obviously, but I can take your details.
It's
pass
funny
on
that 'cause
your information to
Funny that because when constables don't identify normally and I come into a front counter, they're quite happy to oblige to give me that constable's collar number. I think you're just denying me services based on the fact that I'm
not denying
filming.
any services, but if you want to make a freedom of information request, like I say, the most that we can do is pass your details on to the freedom of information request team, and they'll probably come back and say you need to do it direct yourself. But I'll have to pass your details over if that's what you'd like.
No, because that's not the outcome that's supposed to happen here.
Thank you.
So 4026 and sorry, was it 4510? Right, I'll be making a complaint about both of you for denying services and your colleague on the front counter. And I'll stand here and film until you close. So, yeah, Nottinghamshire Police are absolutely ridiculous. Constables that don't want to identify do covert surveillance on members of the public without authority. So yeah, actually it wasn't necessarily covert, it was quite overt. But yeah, refuse to identify so I can make a subject access request efficiently. They won't take the freedom of information request here on the spot. They won't provide a collar number of a constable that won't identify. It's quite shambles for Nottinghamshire. So they're complaining that if you're recording in here and the person working on reception is taking details over the phone, that might record them on the camera, but they don't seem to understand that whether or not I have them recorded on the camera, the hearing of that or any sight of the data is already the breach. The recording is the evidence of, which is what they don't want. They don't want evidence of them being in breach of GDPR and DPA. Which is why they have these up.
I have an appointment here to make a statement with my one accident which I had 1 month ago. It's 4 o'clock. Yeah, 4 o'clock.
I don't know what time they're open until. Open till 6. Oh, I'm not staying there till 6. I'm gonna get home. But that's fine. We'll make appropriate complaints to Nottinghamshire Police, make the FOI, make the SAR. But it just really demonstrates how shit they are with following due process, really. But two constables coming out, or a constable and a PCSO. So, funny enough, I'm actually heading this way as well. So that's our little transport cars. Yeah, there we go, guys. So I'm going to wrap this up here. As always, stay safe, remember your rights, and until the next one, Sarah.
You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't